Hello again. Today we're going to talk about how to create a lesson using the Learn authoring tools. You will see from the My Learn page, which you always have when you're logged in, that there's the Create New Lesson button. From here you have a form where you can fill in all the parts needed to have a lesson that is in the form of a Learn lesson. First we're just going to talk about this top part of the form. Many of these items appear in the lesson card, which is this little preview of the lesson that appears on the browsing page from Learn Lessons. You can see that there's the topic and the title. The difference here is really the title is meant to be an opportunity for a little bit of creativity and attention, sparking interest in your lesson by anyone who's browsing through that lessons page. And the topic is, this is what this lesson is about. This is the subject we're covering. And so keywords should be in that topic, whereas you don't want to be restrained by those keywords when you're coming up with your title. Another thing you'll want to think about is adding an image to your lesson. And this is completely up to you what you add. A few things to keep in mind when you're thinking about what to put in here is not to use anything that's copyrighted or has a watermark over it. So there's some features you can use in the Google search engine to only look for images that are free, fair use, and that is highly recommended. Or, take your own image. Create something. It's totally up to you. In this area, you can see that you can add an author, as many as you like. The authors that you add don't necessarily get to edit this lesson. They're really just there so you could give credit for people you're collaborating with. If you're collaborating with a K-20 person, then there are ways that we can help edit your lesson and get it ready to publish. The summary is that brief, small amount of text that you see at the bottom of the lesson card. There's several links. Some are shorter, some are longer on this page. So think about what is needed, how much text is needed to really cover the idea, to get an overview of what those objectives are so that if a teacher is browsing, they know kind of what they're getting into when they click on your lesson. Essential questions. These are questions that are driving the learning in your lesson. They should be open-ended and thought-provoking, kind of stimulating higher order thinking and ways of transferring the knowledge that is being covered in this lesson to other areas. So there could be a whole section in this unit about essential questions. If you know what they are, you kind of know what to put here. If not, I really encourage you to do a little research on your own about how to write a good essential question. The duration and time frame are here. Keep in mind you're writing a lesson that's part of a unit, not a whole unit, so it should be a manageable scope, and that these time frames, the variability that you're putting in there, is kind of keeping in mind the amount of prior knowledge students may or may not be coming into this lesson with and how much scaffolding might be needed. As you check off these boxes for subject and grade level, you see other tags open up, and really these are all the tags that the advanced search filter is using to function properly. So it's really important that you do select, especially if you're going to publish, the right tags so that your lesson will be found by the right people. There's also this opportunity to attach course standards to your lesson, and this is all automatically generated, so as you select, you get down to the actual standards that you can check off, and those will be linked to your lesson, and then you can return here. And that's all we're going to talk about in this video.